Meanwhile, in Washington, a blue-ribbon presidential panel is asking President Obama to cut back the surveillance program that Snowden exposed. It is the strongest response yet to the news that the NSA routinely collects cell phone data from millions of Americans. Bill Plante is at the White House. Bill, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff. The 300-page report says that the U.S. government must continue gathering information to protect national security, but at the same time, it has to protect personal privacy. There are 46 specific recommendations for limiting but not ending the NSA's massive data collection. The report was unanimous, proposing more transparency and requiring court orders before information swept up by the National Security Agency can be used. The panel, which includes top national security officials like former terrorism czar Richard Clarke and former CIA Deputy Director Mike Morrell, recommends that the NSA not be allowed to store massive amounts of personal information, and that so-called metadata, the records of telephone calls by number, be stored by a third party, not the U.S. government. The panel also calls for an end to secrecy about mass data collection in most cases, and much tighter restrictions on surveillance of foreign leaders. In August, after unprecedented leaks from former NSA contractor Edward Snowden put America's intelligence gathering under a microscope, President Obama asked the panel to do the same.
I want to make clear, once again, that America is not interested in spying on ordinary people.
Wednesday, White House Press Secretary Jay Carney said President Obama wanted to review the document fully before he made a statement, but said the president was grateful for the work.
We need to make sure that we're not gathering intelligence solely because we can, but because we must.
On Capitol Hill, Democrat Patrick Leahy gave his reaction on the Senate floor.
The message to the NSA is now coming from every branch of government, from every corner of our nation. NSA, you've gone too far.
Now, interestingly enough, the panel members said there were no dissenting views. It boils down, in the words of panel member Richard Clarke, to just because we can doesn't mean we should. The White House says President Obama is open to many of the changes and that he'll study the recommendations and respond to them in a speech next month. Jeff, Nora?
Bill, thank you.